Guinea pig care basics. What's it really like to have guinea pigs? So first off, forget everything that you were told at the pet shop. I'm a volunteer at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. My name's Scotty, and I had guinea pigs as a kid, but a lot has changed since then. Now we've got the internet and social media, and there's so many ways to share good care and really to continue to learn so that you can provide your piggies with the best proper care and get the most out of having guinea pigs. At the end of this video, there will be a link to a series of in-depth videos about all the different topics that we'll be discussing here, which are part of my guinea pig care guide. So the topics are bonding and cage mates. We have cage setup. There's diet, taming, and common illnesses. So let's briefly look at each. For more information, check out my free guinea pig care guide on my website. In the guinea pig care guide on my website, I share everything that I've learned volunteering at the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue. But let's briefly talk about all the different sections of the care guide. Bonding and cage mates. Guinea pigs shouldn't live alone. Boys should live in pairs, and girls can live in pairs or groups. And if you have two guinea pigs that don't get along, they can live side by side peacefully. And they really will benefit from having a neighbor. For more in-depth information about bonding and cage mates and who can live with who and what the rules are, I actually have a bonding rules video. That's the first video in the bonding playlist that I have, and it's also right at the top of the bonding section in my care guide. The second section of my guinea pig care guide is cage setup. Guinea pigs really need a minimum of 10 square feet, and that is the equivalent of 2 by 4 of these grids that you see behind me. These grids are about 14 inches, so if you break out your calculator, you can see the dimensions, but really 10 square feet is a minimum. Guinea pigs need space to run, and don't be tempted to clutter up the space with too many things. They need a house, they need a hay rack, and they need a food bowl and water bottle, but you don't want to put so much stuff in there that they aren't able to move around freely and to actually move around at a higher speed. If you give guinea pigs enough space, you would be surprised how fast that they can run. The third section of my guinea pig care guide is diet. So hay is 80% of a guinea pig's diet. They should always have access to fresh hay, and they will be munching on it throughout the day. It's really important. It helps grind their teeth down, which are constantly growing, and it's important. The fiber is what's really important to keep their guts moving. In addition to hay, they do need pellets. Pellets offer extra vitamins and minerals, and they also need fresh, clean water and fresh veggies. The fresh veggies, you don't want to go overboard. A handful of veggies. Check out the diet section of my care guide, and you'll see a list of appropriate veggies. Some veggies that are not appropriate either don't have any nutritional value, or they can cause bloating or have too much calcium. So check the diet section, check the food list. So let's talk a little bit more about pellets. You want to feed your piggies plain Timothy hay based pellets. They shouldn't have seeds, they shouldn't have those little cookie bits or any other little things in there, just plain pellets. That's going to give your piggies the extra vitamins and minerals that they need. The fourth section of my guinea pig care guide is taming. So you really want to hold your piggies every day. It's also a great way to feel for lumps and bumps, to check for any injuries or signs of illness. But if you want to tame your piggies, if you want them to be comfortable with you, you've got to hold them pretty much every day. And you should really want to, because they're so sweet and fun. It's just, you're gonna really want to hold them and interact with them. But especially with young kids, you want to make sure that you're holding them to support their back. You're using both hands. A cuddle cup and a cuddle sack is a great way to hold them and allow them to feel supported, because guinea pigs can be squirmy. They can have sharp nails, especially kids seem to think they're sharp, and a fall can be fatal. So especially when it comes to young kids, any kids younger than 10, you really want to have adult supervision when they're holding them, when they're picking them up. And the easiest way is to let your child sit down, and then you put either a blanket, or you have a cuddle cup or a cuddle sack, and you bring the piggies to them and put them in their lap. But you really do want to hold them every day. I get messages so often, people say, well, I've had my guinea pig for a week and they're still scared of me. Guinea pigs are prey animals by nature, and they like to hide. They like to feel safe, and they like to feel secure. And just like any relationship, building trust takes time. Guinea pigs are always going to be more fearful than an apex predator like your dog or your cat, but you would be surprised how quickly they get used to your routine. They can hear you opening the fridge or chopping and rinsing veggies. When you come into the room or when you come near their cage, they will week at you. They'll run up to you. You build a routine into it with them and pick them up, and there are many ways that you can tame them. I have an entire taming playlist. There's a lot of these videos in the taming section of my care guide, but it really does take time, and it's baby steps. You know, when you're talking a prey animal, just being able to scratch them on the nose without them being afraid of you and running and hiding, that's a win, and you should treat it as a little victory, and you should think, wow, I'm interacting with this animal that would otherwise be fearful of me. Before you know it, you will be wrapped around their finger and they will be begging you for treats. They'll be bullying you for treats. They will be, if you have a room full of piggies like me, they'll be ganging up on you, demanding treats. So it just takes time for them to be comfortable with you, for them to accept you into their herd. It's just like any relationship, it takes time to build trust. So speaking of prey animals, let's talk about this last section, that is common illnesses and health. And guinea pigs, they are prey animals, and prey animals tend to hide their illness. So that's why it's really important to learn about some of the most common illnesses. Now, I go into a lot more depth in my guinea pig care guide in the illness section, and also in my illness playlist. So I really hope that you'll take the time to learn about common illnesses, because the best way to treat an illness is to discover it early. And the only way you're going to do that is if you familiarize yourself with these common illnesses. Luckily, guinea pigs do respond very well to treatment, but you want to get to know and familiarize yourself with these common illnesses so you can spot them early. So some of the common guinea pig illnesses are upper respiratory infection, that the signs and symptoms are sneezing and runny eyes, runny nose, crusty nose, lethargic behavior. And in my common illness section and in the common illness playlist, I go into a lot more depth, so really take the time to learn them. Another common illness is ringworm. That is like a fungal infection. You have mange mites, and that is a subdermal mite that also presents itself with a little bit of hair loss and itching and scratching. So some of these illnesses, the symptoms can be similar, but they do have some subtle, distinct differences. So it's really important that you learn about them. Other common guinea pig illnesses include urinary tract infection, gas, bloat, and eye injuries. For more information about common guinea pig illnesses, check out the illness section of my guinea pig care guide or the illness playlist. It really is important to learn about these common illnesses so that you can catch them early. One more thing about guinea pig illness is pet health insurance. Guinea pig pet health insurance is a really great way to help with the costs of vet bills, and it offers a peace of mind knowing that you'll never have to choose between your finances and your guinea pig's health. So those are just some of the guinea pig care basics. I really encourage you to check out my free guinea pig care guide and check out the playlists related to each individual topic. You'll find links to the playlists and to individual in-depth videos in the care guide. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. There's a contact page on my website, and that goes directly to my email. So I hope that this is getting you excited about guinea pig care. I hope that it's getting you excited about your piggies, and I'm here to help make it the best experience possible. We are a great community here. There's a lot of really awesome people that you will see in the comments that like to share their experiences, and I welcome you to do the same. So right here, I will put a link to my guinea pig care playlist. That is just a big general guinea pig care playlist, and there is so much information there. And these videos that I've shared is based on everything that I've learned volunteering at the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue. So I'm grateful to be able to share what I've learned. So until next time, thanks for watching.